It's time for NSL Extra. Here's your host, Joe White. And welcome to NSL Extra, where we take a quick look at the world of pro wrestling. And this is for my official YouTube page, youtube.com/tonsoffunwwe. That's TONOSFFUNWWE on YouTube. Of course, we're part of the Cool Truth Podcasting Network, CTPN. You can like us on Twitter and Facebook. Also check out our website there. It's ctpnnow.com, which I believe is offline right now. I just went to it, unless it's because I'm connected to something here. Let me take a look here. Oh, yep, okay, it's working. ctpnnow.com. You can like us on Facebook, Cool Truth Podcasting Network. Also follow us on Twitter, Cool Truth Net. You can follow me on Twitter at Wrestling Truck. Also Facebook.com/NewSearchLive. Man, TNA just keeps digging a deeper hole for itself here. Not only are they in debt to Aerolux and production company XYZ and the Fight Network app and Billy Corrigan, and not to mention that little lien that they got against him with the state of Tennessee, but another lawsuit that was filed back in August, folks. August has shook TNA again for over $250,000. It's by American Express Travel Related Services. So the travel agency that is owned by American Express now. American Express. Don't leave home without it. Well, TNA left home without it because the walls are ever closing in, In a lawsuit filed on 7/21, that's July 21st, in the Supreme Court of the state of New York, Amex, which is American Express, alleges that after giving TNA Entertainment LLC an American Express corporate card, TNA spent $269,049.50 that they have not paid back to Amex. They asked that judgment be rendered in their favor for the unpaid balance plus court costs. TNA received a lawsuit in August. Here's another $250,000. Yeah, let's just throw that on the pot first. $250,000 here, $3 or $4 million here. Wow. I'm telling you. At the end of the year, Christmas is not going to come good to the Carter household. Because instead of that big mansion she lives in, Dixie Carter and Serge are going to be relegated to that trailer park that Jamie Noble lives in. I'm telling you, they're going to be next door neighbors with Jamie, and they're going to exchange casseroles and play cornhole out in the backyard. If you don't know what cornhole is, look it up. It's coming. I'm telling you. Her and Serge going to be living in the trailer park. She's going to be Dixie Carter, the trailer park queen. All her neighbors ask her what you used to do. I used to own a wrestling company, and now I live in the trailer park. Just give it up, TNA. And again, I say this, I feel like I have to say this every week so that people don't judge me too much for this. I don't want to see people out of work, wrestlers out of work. But at this point, with the way the business is now, these people are making the majority of the money on the indies anyway. And they're lucky if they're going to get paid at all for the last set of TV tapings with the debt that's mounting against them. Just let it go, man. It can't, I couldn't work for a company like this knowing that there may be come a time and a date where I just won't get paid. There's people out there, man. There's people on that roster like a Caleb Connolly, a Trevor Lee, the Wolves. There's people out on that roster. EC3 for crying out loud. Yes, I know WWE passed up on him in the past when I believe his name is Derek Bateman, but sometimes you got to go out there and make a name for yourself and then come back. There's been plenty of wrestlers that have gone out on that indie. Look at Carl. Look at Doc Gallows, Luke Gallows. Vince McMahon even, go watch the Sam Roberts show that they did on XM Satellite Radio. Vince McMahon didn't even know that he had played Festus. You got to go out there and make a name for yourself. Learn a little bit. Get a little bit more seasoned. Then you come back. Shawn Michaels is a prime example of that. Came in, had a rough time. They fired him. Went out there, made a big name for himself, came back. Look at what he accomplished. There's a lot of people on that roster as far as the X division that I think would be a welcome addition to the Cruiserweight division for WWE if they brought them in. But here's the thing. They owe all this money, and do you think WWE wants the company now? Hell no. They're waiting for this shit to go into bankruptcy so they could pick it up for pennies on the dollar. The company, if WWE were to buy the company right now, they would have to buy all of their debt along with it and pay off all their debt. That's standing right now at about, $5 million? At least? $3 to $5 million that they're in debt, at least? Here's a newsflash for people. WWE didn't even pay that much for WCW. I think they scooped up WCW for under $2 million. TNA is not nowhere near worth as much as WCW ever was. So Vince is just going to be like, okay, we'll sit back. We'll give it, we'll wait for it to go out of business and bankruptcy, and we'll do like we did to ECW. We'll scoop it up while they're under bankruptcy for pennies on the dollar. Goldberg came back to Monday Night Raw this week in a very, very good promo. The man was legitimately choking up at the response he got. This just goes to show you that you could be a good white meat babyface and still be a badass at the same time, because it's Goldberg. But did you notice that one thing he did was he went around to every single kid in that crowd that was in that crowd around ringside and made sure to give him a hug. He was kissing babies, throwing people up on his shoulder. But at the same time, he's still a badass. Why can't John Cena be like that, Just goes to show you that you can be a badass character and still play to a PG audience. Last night's SmackDown, James Ellsworth beat AJ Styles by DQ. He didn't win the belt, but James Ellsworth now holds more victories over AJ Styles than John Cena. So wrap your head around that one, guys. What a super kick, too, man. No chin music is the hashtag that's floating around with that one. Video game news, WWE 2K17 has been glitch-ridden, people are saying. There's glitch videos all out there, man. All out there. I don't know, man. This is crazy. It's crazy how a game that's primarily good could be glitched. Who knows? Maybe they'll fix it in a patch coming up. I hope so, because it's a good game. I like the game so far. I really do. I'm liking the career mode. I like the creation suite that they did this year. It's overall a vast improvement from last year's game. Is it still perfect? Is it still like No Mercy? No, but it's never going to be. But so yeah, it's pretty good for what it is. A lot of glitch videos out there. I ended up having a thing where I went into my career mode. Played a little bit of career mode, and on PlayStation you could freeze the application so you could kind of pick up where you left off when you go back to it. I went and watched a couple YouTube videos and came back, and it said my data was corrupted and that it could not load the career mode. And I'm sitting there going, oh shit, don't tell me I've lost everything, man, because I'm pretty heavy into the career mode by this point. And I shut off the game, restarted, loaded it back up, and all of a sudden my stuff was back where it needed to be. So there's rumors coming out as far as video games go that the $299 Nintendo NX could be unveiled this Friday. Latest news and updates about the NX claim that the mysterious console could be unveiled to the public this week, specifically Friday, October 21st. And there's more. There'll be amiibo giveaways leading to the big reveal. According to Express, the game reveal date for the NX has not been officially confirmed by Nintendo, but it is going to be officially unveiled in the next coming days. The site also reports fans can announce the big announcement to happen on October 21st. Its initial reports have claimed that Nintendo is making the revelation during its Nintendo Direct event, which is rumored to happen on the same date that the first ever presentation took place, which was October 21st, 2011. Express says that the even global investment banking and diversified financial services group Marquee also believes the big announcement is going to happen this Friday. Then demo units on the console are expected to be available February of next year, a month before the March release of the NX. PvP5 has learned that in the days leading to the NX giveaway announcement, daily amiibo giveaways will be provided to fans. The site got this information from Australia's Nintendo community, which is called Vooks. Apparently, Vooks took to Twitter to reveal that it is indeed giving away amiibo figures. Meanwhile, aside from the rumored unveiling of the NX, there's also word that Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is one of the exclusive NX titles, the semi-reboot, which has the working title Beyond Good and Evil, the Prejudices of Philosophers, it's most likely going to be released in summer of 2018, according to Nintendo Life. As for pricing for the NX, it's rumored to sell for $299, and a bundle version is going to cost $100 more, so for $400 if you want the full shebang there. However, Marquee Group is anticipating that the retail price of NX could range from $300 to $350. So there you go, the NX. We've been talking about it. But I just think that, you know, Nintendo needed to hurry up and get this out of here months ago. But I just think that, you know, at this point, unless it's something really big and really innovative, it's going to be a flop. Anyway, folks, I think that's going to do it for me this week. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, listening. Again, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And check us out, ctpnnow.com. Find us on Spreaker, iTunes, and SoundCloud. Coming up this week on the full episode of New Surge Live, we're going to have some NASCAR talk. We're going to have some more wrestling talk. Will TNA be out of business? You know, they're scheduled to have this hearing coming up. And I believe it's Thursday. So we should know by Thursday whether or not, you know, whether or not they're still in business. Well, they'll still be in business, I think. The final nail in the coffin has not been driven in just yet. But it's close. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching or listening, and we'll see you down the road.